So rocking forward, rocking backwards. You can close your eyes. Just feel all your different body parts. We'll keep in mind whatever intention or kind of practice you desire today. So if you desire more of a gentler practice, do less. If you need more, you can always add on, take whatever modifications you need to make this practice fit your personal goals. Now come to some stillness. Root your feet into the ground, relax your shoulders down your back, lift the crown of your head up. And on your inhale, draw your chest up. So feel the expansion through the rib cage. And on the exhale, draw the belly in and let it go nice and slow. So a couple rounds of just deep cleansing breath. Inhale, chest lifts and rises, fills up. Exhale, we push it out, squeezing the belly in. And do a couple of these. And the reason I'm asking you to draw the belly in on the exhalation is because this burns mala. And in my yoga therapy training, we're learning that mala is kind of like the dirt in your system, like stuff you don't want. So when we squeeze in the belly on our exhalation, it kind of pushes it up and out. So it's just another way of thinking of letting go. And it takes a little bit of concentration to squeeze in on your exhale, because for years I have been inhaling and pushing the belly forward on my exhale, but now I'm drawing the belly in. It's just a different way to look at it. No, neither practice is right or wrong. It's just different. Let's do one more deep breath in. Exhale it nice and slow out. Good. Now let's take our arms out to the side. Stretch out through your fingertips, making your arms as long as they can possibly go. Just stretching out. And now we're going to bring our hands in front of us, make it X shape. Doesn't matter which one's on top or bottom, just notice. And then arms come back out again. And now do the opposite arm on top. Be mindful which one's on top and which one's on bottom. And now we're just going to take a couple of these. So each time you crisscross, see if you can get a little bigger, maybe reach a little further back. And be mindful of doing the opposite arm on top each time. Nice and slow. And just trying to warm up the shoulders, the shoulder blades in the back. Very good. Now pause with whichever one's on top and just hold the hold the shoulders. Point the elbows forward. Again, sit nice and tall. And now we're going to tuck the chin towards the chest and point the elbows in between your knees. Take a couple deep cleansing breaths, pushing out through your back. Belly squeezes in on the exhale. Two more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. On your next inhalation, rise up, lift the elbows, stretch out the arms back out to a T, palms facing down. Take the right hand down, left arm up, reach up through your left fingertips. Reach down through your right fingertips. And then we'll switch sides. Reach straight up, right arm, left hand Reaches down, left shoulder relaxes. And then back out, arms to a T. And then back to our crisscrosses. Now, hopefully you remembered which arm you had on top last time. So I did my left, so I know to do my right. Good. And now remember, just pause with the opposite arm on top, hold the shoulders, lift your head up so it sticks out from your shoulders, then tuck the head in and then round, pointing the elbows in between your knees, chin's tucked in, and take a couple breaths here. Inhale and exhale, extension between the vertebrae. So you want to separate your spine, and moving it in a direction that creates more space. Good, now gently lift back up. Open the arms back out. Left hand goes up, right arm goes down. And then we'll switch sides again. Right arm comes up, left arm goes down. And one more time, left arm up. Right arm up. And left arm returns up to the right. Hands to the knees, tuck the chin in, cat pose. Round the shoulders forward and stretch out the back of your neck. If you like to add on, you can take your hands from your knees and hold on to the back of your head, pointing your elbows down, and this will stretch your cervical spine. All right, gently release your head if you're, we don't need to do a virus scan now. Release your hands from your head, reach straight back up. Now we're gonna roll out our wrists. So you can do it out to the side or up in the air. Just kind of move your hands around, circulating the wrist. And now bring your arms down a little lower. And then see if you can relax the shoulders. And then we'll take some shoulder rolls. So you want to relax them, then bring them up and back. So like I said, we're going to work on some twists today. And when we think about twists in our body, I want you to think about this space that, keep rolling your shoulders, the space between the top ribs and the hip bone. So hips and pelvis, this lengthens so you can get deeper in the twist. All right, relax the shoulders down. I'll scoot back some so you can see me. And we're gonna take the right hand, reach it out in front of you, and take it to the left knee, lift up, so again, space between the ribs, look to the left as you lift your head upwards. So the spine extension, breathe. And we'll come back through center. We'll switch to the other side. Left hand comes to the right knee, lift up the head, press the feet down, twist to the right. Now come back through center, both hands to your knees. Drop your elbows, bend your elbows and drop them down towards your hips. Point your head forward and just jut your spine straight out and lean into it. Now hands can slide down your knees if you like, and then tuck your chin towards your chest for the fold. Take a couple breaths here. This is a deep forward fold. Maybe try to seal your lips and just breathe in and out of your nose for Ujjayi breath. All right, nice and slow. Hands slide up the tops of the legs, to the knees, to the hip crease. Roll back the shoulders. Thumbs out beside you, Samasthiti. Now, we're going to inhale, arms up in front, reach up. Now, exhale, draw the belly in as the hands come down by the hips. Inhale, arms sweep up. Straight up, keep your chin neutral. Exhale. Building some heat. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Spine can start to move and get bigger. You can kind of push the belly forward as you reach your arms back if you like. And then exhale, kind of make it more rounded in the back as you draw your shoulders down, your hands go down. So just mindful movement. It's almost as if we're doing the wave in a football stand or a baseball game, doing the wave. Two more of these. And reach up. And then hands slowly float down to your lap. Very nice. Take your right arm out to the right side and bring it across your chest. And then we're going to hook the left elbow underneath or hold the right shoulder. So either here or here. Lift up your head so the neck gets longer. Press your feet into the ground so the spine's straight. And then kind of gently encourage your right shoulder to come towards the left. An option is to look straight ahead or look over your right shoulder. And then when we're on the mat, we call this threading the needle pose. So trying to remember to tell you guys the poses so you know which ones to ask for. So this is a good shoulder stretch. Good, and now we're gonna release the arm, reach the right arm up, pat yourself on the back. The left hand comes to the right elbow and gently encourages the tricep and the bicep to kind of lean slightly to the left, but up and to the left. Take two more breaths here. And then we'll release the left hand, release the right hand. Maybe draw some circles in the air with the right arm to kind of loosen up the shoulder again. And then we'll relax the right arm down. Inhale the left arm out. Bring it across your body. Take your options to bend the elbow, the right elbow with the elbow crease, or hold the left arm with your right hand. Head lifts up, neck nice and long. And then option to look slightly to the left or look forward. And kind of just encourage the left shoulder to come a little bit closer to the right side. Breathe. I like this pose a lot. Feels good in my shoulders. All right, we're going to release. Right hand, left arm comes up. Bend the elbow, pat yourself on the back. Right arm up and over to the left elbow. Lift up your left shoulder, and then gently maybe lift and lean slightly to the right. Not a big lean, just a little one. Couple more breaths here. Enjoy this yummy stretch. All right, release. Right hand down. Left arm reaches up. And then draw a circle in the sky next to yourself on the left side. One more. Good. Now lower your left hand back to your left leg. Round the back, cat pose. Tuck the chin in. Lift your heels off the ground. So calves are activated. Heels are lifting. Chin is tucking in. Belly scooping into. Everything's kind of all the way in. Exhale, lower your heels. Slide your hands down your legs and fold. Now, here, we're going to just lean over to the right leg. So just kind of move yourself in the right side towards the right leg. And then you can just kind of push your torso slightly forward in that direction. Feel the back. And then sway yourself over to the left leg. Maybe take both hands to your left calf. Push down into both feet. And now come back through center. Extend your arms forward, look forward, reach out. So you're in a low squat here. You feel your spine extending. The crown of your head should be pointing forward, arms extending straight out of the shoulders. Now, see if you can lift up your booty off the chair and then set it back down. Do that two more times. Lift it up. Oh, squeaky chair. Now fold again. Let your arms come down. So that takes a lot of leg and abdominal strength to lift up like that. Good job. All right. Slide your hands up your legs. Roll up. Hands to hip crease. Roll back the shoulders. Samasthiti. Arms down. Heads up. Inhale, right knee up to the sky. Lift up the right knee. As you do that, lift up both arms. Exhale, kick out the right foot. Push out through your heel. And then we're going to do little pulses. So hands can stay in the air if more active. Also, hands can come to the hips if that feels better to you. So we're pulsing, right leg up and down. Good. And then we'll lower the right heel. Right leg's nice and long in front of you. Heels down, arms sweep up. And then we're going to extend forward. Hold here in a flat back, just like we were doing a second ago. Extension from the tailbone to the top of your head, out in front of you. You'll feel a big old stretch in your hamstrings. So that's okay. If the knee is like super locked out, try to put a little bend in it. Doesn't have to be straight. Now we're going to bring our hands to prayer at our heart. Take a twist to the left. So extension through the right leg, lengthen through the spine, turn to the left side of your room. Option here is to keep the hands in prayer or open the arms so the right arm goes across the left knee and the left hand goes up to the ceiling. Whew, it's a big twist. Come back through center. Lift both arms up, lift the right leg, bend the knee, lower the hands, pause and take a breath. Now let's try the other side. Left knee comes up, arms come with it. Extend out the left foot, little pulses. Remember, arms can come back to your hips if that's more comfortable for you. It's more active to have the hands above the head. Just see how much you can straighten out that left leg, pointing your toes up. Whew, that leg is heavy. Good. And now we're going to lower the heel. Toes still point towards the shins. Arms sweep back up if they're not already. And extension, so hinging at the waistline. Jut yourself nice and forward till you feel the stretch in the left leg. Reach out. We'll hold this for a couple seconds here, feeling the stretch. All right, now we bring our hands to prayer. We're going to turn so that the left elbow points to the right knee. Option to stay here. Keep pushing through the left leg or opening up so that the left arm goes to the outside of the right knee. Right hand extends up to the ceiling. Notice your breathing. It's harder to breathe in a twist. All right, nice and slow. Return back through center. Reach your arms up. Lift your left leg up. Bend your left knee. Lower your hands. Good job. Inhale, both arms up to the sky. Reach up, big stretch up, mountain pose. Exhale, hinge at the waist, reach forward, and then bow down. Extension, and then abduction. You're just going to let the head relax. If you can, look underneath your chair so the back of the neck gets stretched out. All right, nice and slow, rise up. Coming into a crescent warrior, right knee to the side. So step your right knee to the right side and drop your whole left leg off the edge of your chair. So really my right leg is on it, my right sit bone, but the whole left leg is off the chair. If your right foot doesn't touch the ground, put something underneath it. Like I like to use my blocks so my feet don't hover. And then we're going to extension through the back leg. If this is where you're at, that's okay. But if you can go further, see if you can get the left leg longer. Put the knee crease right up against the edge of the chair. Turn your body towards the right. And then we're going to extension through the left arm. This is called exalted warrior. So we're going to lean back. You can hold on right hand to the back of the chair here. I just feel a lovely back bend. Now reach forward and lower your left hand down. Relax. We're going to do this a couple times. So again, if you need to bend the knee and hold it here, that's fine. If you can, try to work this back hip flexor. Inhale, arms reach up. Left arm reaches up and then reach back if you can. Chin lifts, but slightly tucked. So it's chin's going up and kind of back. And then exhale, lower the left arm. Let's try it again. Inhale, left arm up. And lower. And this one we're going in for the twist. Reach the left arm up, hold here, add in the right arm if you can. And now hinging at the waist, we're going to extend forward, just like we did a second ago. Hands to prayer at your heart. Twist, left elbow points to right knee, so you're turning to the back of the chair. And push back through your left heel. This is another twist. Create space in the midsection of your body. Now come back through center, spin down your left heel so it's all four corners are on the ground and pushing through the pinky side of your left foot. Right knee still bent at the 90-degree angle. And then we're going to slide our right hand down. The left arm reaches straight up. So option to stay here or bring the left hand over your head, coming into full extension side angle. Keep breathing. See if you can lean back your left shoulder some. Ah, beautiful. Left hand comes to your left leg. Right arm's going to flip up and over, peaceful reverse warrior. Lift the right rib cage, so feel the lift on the inhale and the Uddiyana Bandha, the belly squeezing in on the exhale. Beautiful. Right elbow comes to right knee. Left arm's going to sweep up straight ahead, right all the way to the sky. Push into your left foot, and then extension over your head, making the angle. And if you're like, this isn't enough, you can go reach down. Your right hand can reach towards your right ankle if you want to twist even deeper. So just draw back the left shoulder. Let's reverse it. Left hand to left leg, right arm up and over. Peaceful warrior. Return the right hand down. And let's step the feet together. Sit back to the edge of your chair here. And we're going to come into a downward facing dog in our chair. Toes are going to point up, legs are going to go straight. Hinging forward at the waistline. So bringing your torso towards your knees. Reach your arms out. And then push out through your fingertips. So wrist is feeling most of the pressure here. If this hurts, relax your hands, make a fist. That might be easier for some of you. And we're just stretching through both hamstrings. Now exhale, hands to your knees, to your shins. And around the spine, take a deep stretch forward. And ever so gently slide your hands up your knees, all the way to your hip crease. Bend the knees, bring your feet back in, sit nice and tall. Now we're going to move to the left, coming into our crescent warrior on the left side. So remember, right foot is extended behind you, so the whole right hip is off the chair. Sitting to the edge, the left knee crease is up against the edge of the chair. Back heel is off the ground. Hips pointing straight ahead. Left foot is is right above your left knee. And we just make sure we've got everything stable before we lift the arms. Left hand is on the back of the chair. Inhale, right arm up. Hold here, lifting the rib cage. Exhale, hand comes back down by the hips. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Two more. Maybe get bigger and arch back if you like. Last one. And now we'll take left arm up. We can add in the left arm up by the ears, hinging forward over your left knee. Reach your arms out. Hands come together, palms touch. to your heart center, twist to the left. So right elbow points down to the left knee, extension through the spine, upward shooting, push back through your right heel. So the right heel feels like it is lifting and everything is just turning, twisting, twisting, twisting. Ah, feels so good. All right, return back to center. Spin down your right heel. Keep your left knee bent, just if need be. And float the arms out. Left hand to left leg, reach up through the right fingers to the sky. So stretching the right arm up. Make sure that both feet are nice and stable. So the foundation of your pose is good. And then you can add on by taking the right arm over your head. So reaching to the left option. Now we'll return back. And left palm comes over your head. Right hand touches the right leg. Reach back, lift the left ribs. Breathe and enjoy. Yeah, we say smiling is the best medicine. Even if you don't feel like it, just try. It does make you feel better. All right, let's return back into extended side angle. You can take a different variation if you like. Hand to the inside of the knee, hand reaching down, elbow on knee. Right arm reaches straight up to begin with. So we push down into the sole of the right foot. Maybe lean back your right shoulder, gaze upwards, and then find your space. So where does it need to be right here, right now? And again, if you want to add on, reach the right hand over your head towards the left side of the room. And then we'll pull up, reverse it, peaceful warrior. Do one more sequence on each side. Back to extended side angle. You can take another variation, try something else that's different. This time I'm reaching for my left ankle. Again, it doesn't have to be there. It could be here. If you really want your obliques, you can also reach your left arm forward, kind of twisting the body open too. So there's all kinds of variations. You just define the one that works for you. Now we'll reverse it, peaceful warrior. Nice and slow, lower the left arm. Step your 2 feet together forward. Sit nice and tall in your chair. Take a breath or two here. And then stretch out the feet. Stretch out the knees. Straight legs, toes pointing towards your shin, so drawing back. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. Sit on the edge of your chair if you're not already. Hinging at the waist, come here, so into a down dog. Now, option is to point your fingers up and push out through the heel, through your wrist. Feeling the backs of the legs. Now look down in between your knees and then take your hands to your shins. To feel kind of a rounding in the back, stretching your hamstrings. All right, nice and gentle, rise up. Hands to hip creases, bend your knees, bring your feet back. Lean to the back of your sit bones, hug your knees together. See if you can bring your feet off the ground for Navasana pose. This is a boat we're floating on in our seat. If this is too much, you can always keep your feet, your toes on the ground. If it's good, you can start to add in the arms. Like, where does the arms want to be? Do they want to be up by the ears? They want to be reaching forward. And I know your belly's shaking because mine is too. That's all good. It's supposed to. And we'll touch back down with our feet, sit tall. Couple breaths, relax. We're going to do it again. We're going to work on the core. Squeeze the belly in, lean back, feet come off the ground, add in the arms. The knees come higher if they can. Extend the legs if you can. And return the knees back to bent. Lower the feet, lower the hands, sit tall. Good. Now we're going to come up to our standing posture. So stand to the right side of your chair. Maybe just kind of feel your feet a little bit. We'll lift them up and set them back down. Notice where your feet are. Are they under your hips? Are they more closer together? For this posture, I just want you to have your feet under your hips. So they're not too close together. There's a little bit of space here. So you can also bend your knees. So the knees are slightly bent. And then we're going to shift weight into the left foot. Left hand is going to hold the chair. So shift your weight to the left foot. Lift up the right knee. Bring your shoulders back. Push your head up. You can also hold the top of your head with the hand and push your head into your hand, but it'll help push down into the left leg. Good. Now we're going to take the right knee out to the right side. See if you can flex your right foot. Now we're going to step out, right foot. Turn your toes in if they went out. Hands on both hips. Hinge at the waistline and come into a flat back. Now bend into the knees, lift the chest. Turn your left toes underneath the chair. Coming into triangle pose, Utpa Trikonasana. Left hand reaches out. Left hand's going to go either to the top of the chair or the seat of the chair. And then again, roll back the right shoulder. Reach up through the right fingertips. Very good. Bend into your left knee, arms out to a T. Turn your toes, left toes back in, hands to your hips, flat back. Inhale, rise up. Do it again. Left toes turn underneath the chair, arms out to a T, lift the ribs. Left hand down, right arm up. Lean back your right shoulder or hold the back of your head. Rise back up. Toes, left toes turn forward. Hands to your hips, flat back. So option is stay here in flat back or take your hands to the floor. It's accessible for you. Now as we come up, bend the knees, hands back to the hip crease, lift the chest, straighten the legs. Put weight into your left foot, step your right foot in. Inhale, right knee comes up. And we're going to cross it over for eagle pose. Right big toe is touching the outside of the left ankle, so kind of right on the outside of the left ankle. Squeeze your inner thighs. Right arm reaches over to the left. Push your right hip out. It's a lovely stretch, right? Return back to neutral, uncross your right leg. So option for the next one, we're going to go into half moon pose. You can stay with the hand on the top of the chair, backrest, or onto the seat. So I'm going to choose to go to the seat, but you can choose to stay up here. So we're going to lift up right knee, cross it over, eagle pose, squat down in the hips, nice and low, however far you can get to it. Hold on. And now when we kick out the right leg, it's going to extend left fingertips to somewhere on the chair to hold on to. Right leg extends out. Push out through your right foot. Point your toes forward. Option to take right arm up. When you're ready, bend the knee. Return the right foot next to the left foot. Bend the knees. Reach both arms up. And hands come through the front and rest by your hips. Good job. And we'll just switch sides over to the other left side. We'll start, again, grounding our feet, finding our stability. It's balance was what we're looking for. We're not shifting weight yet. I just want you to feel equanimity in the body. This is a very neutral pose, and it is a pose. It's not just standing. It's an active pose when we do it with intention. Big breath in and out. Try to settle and relax. Good. Now we're going to shift weight to the right leg. Left knee comes up. Spine is lifting up. Legs are pushing down, especially this right hip. And now we're going to take it out to the left. Left knee comes to the left side. Bring it back in. Lower it down. Pause and again, shake out the right leg if you need to. Let's try it again. Bend your left knee, weight into the right one. Float the left knee up. Take it out to the side. And we'll kick it out and step out. Toes pointing forward. Hands to your hips. Hinge at the waistline, flat back. Lift up the head, the chest, hips back over the shoulders, back over the hips. Turn so that your right foot points under the chair. Arms out to a T, rib cage lifts. Right hand to the seat of the chair or the back of the chair. Reach up with the left fingers. Draw back your left shoulder. Utka Trikonasana. Back out. Right toes point forward, hands back to your hips. Flat back. Inhale, lift up. Right toes point back under the chair. Arms out to a T. Reach way up. Find your edge, your pace in your body. What does it need? Then back into the left knee, arms out, right toes forward, hands to your hips, flat back. Lift the head, the shoulders over the hips. One more time. Uka Trikonasana. Arms out. And reach out through the left fingertips. Now bend into right knee and see if you can float the left leg up for half moon. Bend back into the right knee, touch down. Toes point forward. Hands back to your hips, wide-legged fold. You can stay in a flat back, or you can bend the knees and bring your hands to the floor. Couple breaths here. Now hands return back to the hips if they're on the floor. Bend your knees, rise up. Now a step. Left foot in to meet the right. Left knee rises. Cross it over for eagle pose. You can have your left big toe on the ground. Hug the inner thighs in together. Right hand's on the chair. Left arm, reach it up. We just went in a little bit of a different way to get here. All ways are good, no matter which way you do it. And then lower back down. Do it again. Left knee crosses over right. Drop the hips. See if you can extend up and over your head to the right side. Left arm goes out, left leg comes back out, wide-legged. And now we're going to take a twist. Right hand to left hip, left hand behind you, so it looks like this. We're just twisting the arms. Turn your torso to the left. And now come back through center. We switch sides, left hand to right hip, right hand behind you, look to the right. Now arms back out to a T. Lower the arms. Let's try it a little deeper this time. Left toes point to the left. And then we're going to sweep the right arm to the right. Left hand goes behind you for the bind. And just kind of pull yourself towards the left side of the room. And come back through center. Left toes point back forward. We're switch sides. Right toes point under the chair, if it's still there. Arms out to a T. And we switch. Left arm's going to reach out across your chest. Right arm's going to bind behind you. Put it in your left back pocket. And reach for the left. Reach for the right. I always have to remember I'm opposite of you guys. Good. Now come back through center, arms out to a T. And hands come down. Now we're going to take the hands and interlace them behind your back. Roll back the shoulders, lift up the chest and heart. Bring your chin back in towards your neck. So jut it forward. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Now slight bend in the knees. Hinge forward and come into that flat back again. If you can see if you can bring your arms up off your back or hold onto your t-shirt. We'll stay here for 3 breaths. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and release your hands down. Either hold onto your legs or to the floor. And then push into your feet, rise up, star pose, arms out to the side. And then arms float down, step your feet together. Take a couple breaths, relaxing the nervous system. Now we're going to come into our thunderbolt. So this is slightly different than doing it in the chair. You're going to bend your knees, hips drop down. Option to stay right here or add in the arms. Squeezing the knees, the thighs together. Unless you have a lot of low back pain, then take them apart. So it depends on what feels better in your body. Good. Now we're going to straighten the legs, reach the arms straight up overhead, extended mountain. Arms come forward, and then they come down by your side. Let's take a seat. Come back into your chair or to the mat if it feels better if you want to go to the ground. I'm going to finish out with another twist since I told you we're working on twists today. Turn your knees to the right. If you're reclined, you'd be on your back in the supine position, so you'd be laying flat. And we're just going to cross the left ankle over the right ankle. Sit nice and tall. Left hand is going to go to the back of the chair. Lift up your head and twist. Think about things in your twist that, think of wringing out something. Squeezing out anything that you don't need. And nice and slow, return back to center. Knees apart for just a second. Just like we did those wide-legged fold when we were standing, now we're going to come into it here in a flat back in our chair. So knees pointing out away from the hips, flat back, belly's in between your legs. Breathe. Push into your feet, lift your shoulders back over your hips. Now we turn to the left. Cross your right ankle over your left. Right hand comes across to the back of the chair, head lifts up and twist. Good, and now back through center, uncross your legs into a wide stance again. Lift up your head, last one, hinge at the waist. If you want to reach your hands down, you may, or you can keep your hands on your knees. And then when you're ready, we'll lift the chest up. And lift the legs up, stretch out, four-pointed pose. So we're going to maybe rotate the wrists, the ankles, and just make some movements as we stretch out. And then lower your arms and feet into Shavasana, corpse pose, or any other pose that works for you. You can have your knees bent, you can slouch in your chair, or you can lay on the ground. You can put your feet up. And then close your eyes. Let's take 3 breaths in together. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more round. Inhale. And exhale. For the next few moments, relax. Let go. And just be still and quiet. Repeat this morning affirmation to yourself. Today is a day of happiness and peace. I am grounded and I am centered. I am grateful for my beautiful life. And I will move through my day with consciousness, with grace, and with love. Bring your chin towards your chest if you're seated. If you're on the ground, just gently rock your head from side to side. Just move a little bit of the neck. And then lift your chin up, straighten your spine. Let's take one more big stretch up with the arms. And bring your hands to prayer at your heart. Thank you so much for being here, practicing with us today. May you all be happy and healthy. Have a wonderful weekend. Namaste. All right. Good job, everybody. I always lose somebody. Must be
Thank you,
good.
Melanie. Great class.
Thank you, guys. Have a good weekend.
You too.
We'll see you on Monday.
All right, bye. Thank you.
Bye. You're welcome. Bye, Diane. We'll see you later.